Hello everyone, welcome to Shantha Lakshmi IAS. In this reports in news video, let us discuss about the Niti Ayog report on digital banks, which was in news recently. So why this report is in news? Because recently the Niti Ayog has released the report titled Digital Banks, a proposal for licensing and regulatory regime for India. So that's why the digital banks are in news. And what are the findings of this Niti Ayog report? It said that in recent years, India has made rapid strides in furthering financial inclusion through Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, India Stack, along with the Unified Payments Interface, that is UPI. So what is this Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana? It was a scheme introduced in 2014 to promote the financial inclusion through opening bank accounts by every household, that too with zero balance account. So due to this Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, many households have opened their bank accounts, which ensured financial inclusion in the nation. And what is this India Stock is all about? It is nothing but a project which is aimed to create a unified or uniform software project to bring India's population into the digital age. So, due to this Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, India Stack and Unified Payments Interface, financial inclusion has been increased in the nation. Also, due to this financial inclusion also resulted in direct benefit transfer through apps such as PM Kisan and extending microcredit facilities to street vendors through PM Swanidhi. So what are the findings of this Niti Ayog? In India, financial inclusion has been increased due to this Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, India Stack and UPI interface. And due to this financial inclusion, direct benefit transfers has increased through apps such as PM Kisan, and also microcredit facility also extended through to street vendors through this PM Swanidhi. So these are the findings of this Niti Ayog report. And what are the recommendations given by Niti Ayog regarding these digital banks? It said that the issue of a restricted digital bank license through restricting the in terms of value or volume of customer services. So it said that the digital banks should have a restricted bank license in terms of volume or value of customer services. Also, it recommended that enlistment of the licensee in a regulatory sandbox framework enacted by the Reserve Bank of India. The Niti Ayog was also offered a template and roadmap for licensing and regulatory regimes. So these are the recommendations of this Niti Ayog report. Now, what is a digital bank? A digital bank would be defined as in the Banking Regulation Act 1949, and this digital bank shall have its own balance sheet and legal existence. And these digital banks will principally rely on the internet and other proximate channels like near field communication to offer their services and not physical branches. And the digital banks will be subject to prudential and liquidity norms on a par with existing commercial banks. And these are different from the 75 digital banking units announced by Finance Minister in Union Budget 2022 to 23, which are being set up to push digital payment, banking and fintech innovations in underserved areas. So what is this digital bank? It is defined under the Banking Regulation Act 1949. It have its own balance sheet and legal existence. Also will be subject to prudential and liquidity norms, same as the existing commercial banks. And these digital banks purely rely on the internet only. It does not have physical existence. So this is important. rely on the internet and near field communication. And what are these digital banking units? These digital banking units have the physical presence. Physical presence, but offer their services in the digital mode. Like example is SBI centers, right? In there we have the CDM, cash deposit machine, ATM. So these are all digital banking units. And this digital bank does not have the physical presence. They solely operate on the internet or near field communication. And these digital banking units have the physical presence but operate on the digital services. So this is the difference. It's important to remember. Don't confuse with between digital bank and digital banking units. Then moving forward, and what is the significance of these digital banks? Will improve the outreach of financial inclusion. Obviously, setting up of physical banks will need the infrastructure, will have the infrastructure issues, connectivity issues, etc. Right? But this digital bank just need to have the internet and access. So it will improve the outreach of financial inclusion, and it will also fill the credit gap, and it promotes the ease of transferring money within the country or internationally, and helps reduce the cost of transactions, useful for utilization of the JAM Trinity, and it also helps reduce banking inequality by bringing more members into the banking system through digital connections. And it also help makes India as the global leader in fintech industry. So these are the significance of this digital banks. It improves the outreach of the financial inclusion, fill the credit gap, ease of transferring money within the country or internationally, helps reduce the cost of transactions. It is useful for utilization of the JAM Trinity. It also helps to reduce banking inequality, and it also helps to make India as the global leader in fintech services. Then moving forward, and what are the concerns associated with digital banks? As it is solely based on the internet services, these digital banks may prone to malware attacks or phishing. And digital illiteracy, as many people in the rural areas does not have the knowledge of using these digital devices, they may be at the disadvantage of due to these digital banks. And there may be internet connectivity issues also. See, so these are the concerns of these digital banks. With this, we'll end the session here. If you like, please like and share. Thank you.